Slide decks are part of regulatory work. They are also a chore. The real work is understanding the program, the evidence, the risks, and the decision that needs to be made. But building the deck often means hunting for the latest source, copying and pasting between files, rewriting headings, checking dates, rebuilding speaker notes, and then wondering whether the presentation still matches the underlying work. That is why Gulfstream developed Slide Studio. It treats the presentation as part of the regulatory workflow, not as a separate formatting exercise. For this walkthrough, I am using SampleDrug, SDGF-001. It is a completely fictional demonstration with no real sponsor, indication, clinical results, or regulatory status. You can start from regulatory chat, saved document analyses, a meeting recap, or the submission planner. Here, I have a concise fictional program update in regulatory chat. With one click, the selected response moves directly into Slide Studio. There is no copy and paste handoff. Before generating, I can define the audience, the purpose of the presentation, the amount of additional direction, and the number of slides. I can also apply the company design before the first slide is created. Slide Studio then builds a presentation narrative, not just a text dump. The slide titles are written as takeaways. The content is organized around status, priorities, risks, and decisions. Each slide remains fully editable. I can change the layout, rewrite a takeaway, adjust a subtitle, edit bullets or two-column content, revise speaker notes, add or remove slides, and reorder the story. The preview updates as I work. I can also review the read-only source snapshot used to build the deck. That makes it easier to confirm what was transferred, preserve important qualifications, and keep source information in the PowerPoint notes. The company design panel controls colors, fonts, heading capitalization, the footer, the logo, and the overall presentation style. The goal is to let regulatory professionals work the way they already think. First, the conclusion, then the evidence, then the action. Gulfstream also connects Slide Studio to the submission planner. A saved plan can become a weekly leadership update built from exact status, dates, completions, upcoming work, and risks. The planner stays unchanged. Slide Studio works from a private, read-only snapshot. After the first baseline, later updates can identify newly completed work and task date changes automatically. When the story is ready, I save the draft and export an editable PowerPoint. If Microsoft 365 is connected, the deck can also be published to OneDrive or SharePoint. Slide Studio does not replace regulatory judgment. It removes the repetitive copying, formatting, and version drift that get in the way of that judgment. That is Slide Studio from Gulfstream Intelligence, grounded in the work, designed for the way regulatory professionals actually build presentations, and ready for the next conversation.